Hello and welcome back to part 2 of this series where I am rewriting a Java wrapper for Discord's game SDK library. First things first, looking at where we were last time, I noticed a small problem, or two actually. One, right here, we're storing the event result, and in the case that it's JNI detached, remember we had it, show me this, we had it return that in the case where we attach the current thread to JNI, and so we just have to remember to detach it later. So if we go back to here, then we have to say if here, actually we can make this slightly, no, this is fine. If mres is JNI detached, then detach current thread. And then if we just add that before we exit, that should be good. And then finally, second thing was in log callbacks, whenever we add to this over here, we always insert a new global ref for here, and we never free that global reference. So what we have to change is right here, release. Is that it? Is that not it? Is it delete? Yeah, here, delete global ref. Log callbacks dot find handle second. So we'll delete that reference, and now we're good. And then one more thing, in the case where we are clearing this, then wrong line, here, one thing that we should do is if log callbacks contains handle, then what is it? Count? No? What doesn't it like about that? Oh. Let's just change this to be handle. We will define handle like so. There we go. So then if it contains that, then we will just do exactly what we do here. Here we go. That is better. Next up, continuing, we have AchievementManager to work on next. So I'm pretty sure that what we can do is just go into make a new item, new header file, Discord achievement, and we will also create a new file, CPP file. There we go. And by default, Discord core includes all of this stuff. We will just include the same stuff in Discord Achievements. So, actually, even better, can I just make a includes, and then just put all of that there. And then, yeah, now I can go through all of these other files. Can I just, no. Close all tabs but this. Then we can just go through like all of these, and wherever we have all of this nonsense, we can just includes. Score utils. Actually, this could create some problems with self-referential includes. Should probably leave it out of all of these, I guess. So then in each of these files, we can just include includes, I guess. Oh, don't edit this. Edit this. Includes. So next, we can say, how are we doing this over here? Yeah. So if we just create some namespaces, Discord, inside that, Achievement. And can I? There we go. Now we will define, I believe, all of it. Oh wait, it looks like there's an event. How does that work? Let's see, event. This does not talk at all about events. Is there something else in here which talks about events? Oops. On user achievement update. Fires when an achievement is updated for the currently selected user. On. Huh? Let's look back here maybe. Run callbacks. Interesting. Is there anything else which talks about? It's like on current user update. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Till this fires once. Okay. Here's what I think. Oops. How about, what if whenever we encounter one of these on something or other things, we just by default pass it up to Java and let Java deal with the actual handling of the event? I think that that makes sense. Yes. And that's different than with setLogHook, because setLogHook actually takes in a callback function. Yeah. All right. Oh, let's do this. So, GetUserAchievements. So, you're going to have below. Where are our achievement manager? We're going to have all of this being functions that we have access to, or that we define. Except, obviously, none of these will be actually functions that we define. So, this is, can I get back here and go to the CPP file real quick? Discord result. Can I just, Discord, can we just delete all of this? Good. And same thing here. And get rid of that. And essentially what we can just write is using namespace Discord. Does that go and fix everything? It does not. Good to know. Using namespace Discord. Ooh, does it not like that? Well, does the rest of this work? Besides Discord : core. And if I actually get rid of that, then does this happen to build? And it does not. Everything in here referring to Discord core is broken. Control H, core, Discord core. Match case. Does it let me do it within a selection? Which means that I can just do selection, yes, place all. Oh, no, undo. And Discord core, place all. Alright, that created a few errors. Let's just see what they all are. Oh, that. That fixes most of them. That. Missed one. And there we go. So now that we have core all set up, let's see if that fixes it. There we go. Fixed. Next up, we now actually have all this to write. So, let's see here. These all have to be changed. So, SetUserAchievement, snowflake. What is a snowflake? A int 64t? So a regular long, good. This means that I can instead use a JLong. Percent complete is a uint. We're just going to use a jint. And callback. Oh, that's going to be hard. Okay, hang on. let's just do just add a new item. We're going to call it callback. Public, or actually namespace, Discord JNI. Public class callback. I think that's right. Now is it just class? Alright, good. And then let's see, what do we want it to do? So we just have a look at all the times these have a callback. So can we actually have a look back here? Where is it? std function void result. Are they all like that? So anytime std function void result. This looks like just std function void result or auth2 token or const pointer or more stuff. Okay. Got it. And the one that we've already written, because I know we've written one callback function before, haven't we? Yes. Took in two objects, which were, so it's an unrelated callback type. All right. Okay. So what we have to do here is you see, this is somewhat annoying, but I think what we have to do, how do we want to do this? So actually that's not important, but if we have a look at the types of callbacks that people use, like ImageManager for example, I'm sure this has it, you can see we take a result and an image handle. So it's always either just a result or a result in something else. So I think what we can do is we can write our callback class. So it is going to have public callback, so let's see here. Callback is going to take in a JObject callback, JObject func. And here can we just include, no, because this will be part of includes, so go back to includes. Which ones of these do we need? Let's see, we need Discord. Do we? Actually? I don't think so. We need JNI. We definitely need string. Do we? Well, we're going to need env and probably utils because we're dealing with JNI. The rest of this we can figure out as we go along. Yeah. All right. So this stuff is our base. Let us continue. So callback JObject function. So that's how we're going to create one of these. We're also going to have a callback deconstructor. What next? Gonna have callback. No. Shoot. What else do we have? Privately, we're going to hold a JObject callback. Let's think here. We're going to need a void call. Yes. Here, let's call it invoke. He's going to take in a result. Oh, guess I do need Discord stuff. Who knew? Include Discord game SDK CPP Discord. And use it. There you go. So, result. So this will be what will actually call the function. So it's just going to take in a result, I think, right? Yeah. And then similarly, we'll have a by callback, which is going to be basically the exact same code, except it's also going to take in a JObject param. There we go. No, invoke. I think that's good, right? Right? Well, let's see when we try to write the source file for it. So if we include callback.h, then we can Discord JNI callback JObject func is going to, so when we create a callback, we're essentially going to say callback equals, this requires a JNI environment. New global ref func. Go back to callback JNI env. Hang on, can deconstructors take arguments? No, that wouldn't make sense. Might as well check though. Destructor arguments. I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's what I thought. And actually, while we're here, we can actually probably close some of these tabs. We do not need any of this. I don't think. We'll just leave it there. So continuing, I'm going to create a new global ref func, and then we're going to say callback tilde callback. So the destructor for this is going to say JNI environment and it's null pointer and then jint mbress is get JNI env and env if, and then we can just actually, just regardless, we should at least attempt to clear this. So exception occurred. what? No. Release the free? No. Delete global ref callback if mbress is JNI detached, then env detach thread. There we go. And finally, Discord JNI callback invoke. Invoke should be spelled like this. So go into code. Why? Result. So the invoke method takes in a result, and why doesn't it like that? Do I have to add a return type? Yes, I do. There we go. That's better. And then I think we can just do essentially what we did here. All of this basically. So we don't need this though. Consumer. Then we just update all of this correctly. Set Java-lang object. Except no valid method found for callback. And rather than passing in all of this nonsense, we will instead just pass in result, which should just work, I think. So, just to be safe, we shall cast to a jint. And then if we're there, we will detach the thread. And I think that should do it. So, continuing, we then have to essentially copy all of this for the other callback. So, boop, by callback does the same thing. By callback does the same thing. By callback invoke, yes. Yes. Actually, even better, I think, because we're in C++ and not Java, I think I can do a cool thing here. So if I remember correctly, I think I can do public callback to extend it, and then I can write by callback is just going to call public callback mfunc, or is it just callback mfunc, like that, and then no param, no actual code, by callback, it's going to call, is it not like super destructors? Super destructor. No, destructors are called automatically in reverse order construction. So guess what? We don't need to even define a destructor for this. And finally, void invoke, and also void invoke result equals delete. I think that works. So that should say delete this function so that you can't call it from the subclass. And I think that'll work. So then we can delete this code because we've now implemented it elsewhere by just piggybacking off of this. And then this is going to take in result and JObjectRam. And before I forget, why doesn't it like this? Variable by callback is uninitialized. Oh, that's because it is now going to the superclass, and this is now protected rather than private, so that we can actually access it from the subclass. Make sense? Good. Next, JNIM. So this is just going to do taking in a second object, like so, and then this is also going to be a by consumer rather than a consumer. The rest of this stays almost the same, except we pass in param. And with that, we should be good. Ooh, even better. Let's make this first argument an integer on both of these. Like that. There. Even better. Does it like this? Is this good? And so if I now go to some function in here, so if I say callback null, no, sorry, I've got to do null. Does it like that? Callback cv. Sure. Now can I cv dot invoke 0? Does that work? Of course it doesn't work because it's 0 if I'm null. It's incompatible with Discord result. Result. There. Makes sense? So that works. Yet if I now define a by callback, cv, so cannot be referenced because it is here. But if we then add another object, it works. There we go. That is good. C++. Why can't we do this in Java? Oh well, they both have their ups and downs. Next up, just see how long we've been on for. All right. We now have all of this here. But what it means is that I can now say JObject callback, JObject callback, int32t. That is just a. Ooh, actually, can I undo all of this? So this is just a JLong. uint8t though, this can just be a JByte. Whatever, we're gonna go. We'll use a JInt, fine. And a JObject for the callback. Then GetUserAchievements. You can call a JObject for the callback. Count UserAchievements. JObject. GetUserAchievement. JLong. JObject. And JInt. JInt index. And nothing returns a JObject. Oh. However, I think that so these are actually, it looks like I think you're supposed to do fetch, then count, then just call get a bunch of times. But I think it makes more sense if we just return like a list of achievements. I don't know, how does that look documentation? Because I think you're just supposed to iterate over it, right? What are we looking at? Show me achievements. So SetUserAchievement is gonna just do a set thing. Fetch UserAchievements. Loads a stable list to iterate over. If the user do any iteration within the callback of this function. So fetch UserAchievements count So that's what you're supposed to do, and GetUserAchievement okay. Yeah. Alright, so I think the better way to do this is we just say all of these things just become GetUserAchievements. And so these are the final two functions, and they're both going to take in a J and I, E and B, like so. There we go. Oh, and you don't need a callback. You're just going to return a J object. Oh, and one more thing, both of these have to have a JString handle, just so that we can get access to the core. I copied the wrong bit, like that. There we go. Done. All right, next. We can close callback because that's done. Close Discord core because that's done. We do have DiscordAchievements.cpp right here though. So if we include DiscordAchievements.h, and we will add a namespace, Discord JNI, namespace, achievement, and there we go. All right, next we're going to create these two methods like so, and we are going to define some method bodies for them. Like so. So now we have this. All right, so SetUserAchievement. Well, I think what we can do is see, I'd create a callback, but I don't think, no, I think it'll work because C++ should hopefully make it all nice and happy. So I think what we have to do is oh shoot, include also include Discord core. Actually, basically everything's gonna need Discord core. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not. It's not fine. We're gonna fix this. We are going to fix this. Add new item. Includes core. Is just going to say, it's going to basically be this, includes.h, pragma once, includes core, include Discord core. All right, so next, do we have Discord core here? So now Discord core can, rather than including includes core. Now we don't have any circular includes, and we can just do all this. So let's see here. Get user achievements. This is the H file. Here we go. So we're going to start off with, oh, did I not? I think I forgot a very important line. using namespace Discord. And am I using namespace std? Yeah, I am somewhere. There we go. All good. So, actually, wait, this should already be having it somewhere, so I don't need that. All right. Where were we? Oh, yes. So, score JNI core get core. Can I? This will annoy me if I don't do it. Go to definition. Go to definition. Now, will it let me rename get core preview? It's going to change all of these to the correct version. There. Now it all nice and follows capitalization rules. All right, nice. Continuing. Handle will return core like this, and Discord core. But why doesn't it like this? No, it does. We're good. We're good. We're good. So we're just gonna do core dot. Oh, sorry. If core is null pointer return. Now, core dot AchievementManager dot SetUserAchievement. This is going to be achievement ID. %complete is going to be cast to a u int 8 t %complete callback. No. Can I change this to jcallback? Change it to match in the header file because I want it to. And then callback. Does that not work? Discord, JNI. No? Do I not include? Includes core. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, actually, if I control X all of these and move them into includes, well then, I can go through into like m.h and just include, includes core, utils, includes core. Did I miss one? Discord utils? Yeah. Includes core. All right, that's better. Now is callback seriously not included in any of these? Oh, callback. Includes core. And now in includes, we will just add include callback. There we go. Now I should be able to do callback. Yeah. All right, nice. Callback, jcallback. Oh, sorry. And jcallback. And then we can just write callback result callback dot what? Invoke think, oh, sorry, result. Why doesn't it like this? This object has type qualifiers that are not compatible with the member function invoke. Object type is const discord JNI callback. What? Object has type qualifiers that are not compatible with the member function? Let's see what this means. Object has type qualifiers. Not const, get scores, not const, but print is. What? Void print const. What? So you're saying that if I go to like callback, and if I just say const, that works there, and that makes it work. All right. Don't know what in the world that does, but it's probably fine. Oh, except that now it doesn't find any implementations. Const? Is that cool? Oh, it's no longer including env. Another small problem. Const. Sorry, can I just I don't have shoot. Alright, guess we gotta go down to the full-on includes. We're also gonna need shoot, what do we need? Utils, I'm guessing. Good callback. Actually, what in the world? Utils. No, utils uses this, doesn't it? Yeah, alright. But it is needed in like everything. So what should we do about that? Yeah, I think utils should be the one thing we actually keep in here because it is used in basically every other class. And then I'm sure that utils is now going to require us to include all of this stuff again. Except we don't need Discord. I don't think we need stdlib, and we don't need to include utils and utils. And I don't think we need map either. Let's just quickly see. This still isn't going to build. Can we close all tabs, save whatever we've done? So, where were we? Books, I'm not seeing any immediate errors. Let's try building. And it does not like that. Okay, so I guess I do need to include Discord. Or no. Is it... What's it yelling about? Yeah, so I need to include Discord, CPP, Discord. Try seeing if that fixes it. Okay, still a few. Following warning. Alright, let's just re-add. Case, log level, info, 800. And actually here, while we're at it, just default. Then we can get rid of that, return, and there we go. Try again. We're just gonna have to keep going through this until we fix all of them. Undeclared identifier, log hook, which class is this? This is Discord core. So includescore does include all of this. So what's log level? Where is this defined? Oh, is it just that we don't have using namespace Discord? Oh, well, in that case, all right, well, using namespace Discord. Now open up the CV file, and I don't think we need this either because it's probably defined in a utils file somewhere. See if that produces problems. There are still problems. Oh yay. Include env. Yeah. Next up, jint from log level. Oh, include Discord utils. And syntax error here, we're missing a semicolon. There we go. And everything else is in, this is just because we haven't implemented it yet. So I think that just for the duration of this file, pragma warning push, pragma warning, oh, here, even better. This can just say, no. Include, no wait, that's stupid. What was I doing? Includes. And then we'll specifically go through and include all Discord stuff because we should. So we're going to just disable 4100 warnings for here because this is all Java stuff, so it's not meant to reference all its variables. Pragma warning pop. We just built this. The only errors should be this stuff from here. All right. Let us continue with GetUserAchievements. So, in order to do this, actually no. This should have a callback on it. A by callback, actually. And it should be a void. There we go, that's a little better because Discord handles all of this with callbacks, apparently. So, oh no, I just realized something. If their stuff is, no, okay, GetAchievement stuff returns instantly, good. All right, I thought if all of those required callbacks, that would be just insane. So, in order to do this, we're first going to need to do essentially exactly what we have here. Callback. And this env. Oh, this has to be a by callback. Nope. J object. That's better. Now, core GetAchievementManager. Fetch UserAchievements. It's going to require the current callback. Result. So, why is it doing that? That's weird. All right. So, in this case, we are going to have to do the JNI environment stuff that we have to do at the beginning and end of this, because I think we will need access to a JNI environment eventually. Where is this? We don't need all of this middle bit, but we need this. But for now, I think we can make do with just having access to all of this stuff. So, what do we need to do? Step 1, once we are given the result, what we are supposed to do is we can iterate So for int I is 0, I less than core dot. Oh, sorry, I probably need to pass this in. So there we go. AchievementManager dot count user achievements. Oh, it's a void that returns a pointer. Okay. So I think the example code they have here, my guess is that all this is in C#, which means that I'm having to convert this into C++. Should be fun. So this is an int32t, so we should just use the same type, int32t. I less than 2t count is new, no, count is 0. In fact, even better, we can just, there. And then pass in a pointer to count, which will store the result in count. I less than count, I plus plus. And now we get to the difficult part of how do we want to actually return this to the code. We could do a bunch of stuff with methods and allocating an object, but I think arrays are going to be better for this because they're more low level and they should have more environment functions to directly deal with them and not have to deal with like getting a million different pointers and such to different objects. So if we actually just initialize the environment right at the beginning, then let's have a look at what we have access to. We can actually, what in the world? We have access to a page which just tells you how to do all of this. So we want to look at arrays. Get perimeter array or needs private buffer, blah 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 blah. So get array length, new object array. I think that's what we want. If we actually have a look at the, here, I can do this from the documentation. It returns, GetUserAchievement returns a user achievement probably. I don't know if we have a look at the, see, is it going to be an achievement, a user achievement, or an achievement? It's my question. Oh wait, this is something we can figure out from the code. Wait for it. Here, AchievementManager takes in returns a user achievement type. Show me this. User ID, achievement ID, % complete, and unlocked at. So, how do we want to return all of this to the user? There's an easy way to convert C structs to code and then do get into set into. That will be fun, I guess. Oh yay. This is going to be a lot of code for what should be a very simple process, but it won't be. So env, get a new object array. What's init? If we just have a look at this, initialization value, all elements are initially set to initial element. So I think what we should do is j object array arr. So we're going to create a new object array in which we will store all of this. and it is going to contain, and it is going to be of size count, I think is count. We have a look at what JSize is defined as. JSize is just a JInt, which is a long in the end, whereas an int32t is an int. Which is weird because in my mind they're the same. Well, just to be safe, JSize. JClass. JClass. Achievement. Package on dot SPY3.discord. UserAchievement is going to contain. Just out of curiosity, how did we figure out long? Snowflakes are just longs if I remember correctly, so I'm gonna just copy over what it looks like over here, so do private long user ID private long achievement ID private uint8 byte percent complete and private string. So on here, go to AchievementManager. We go to User Achievement. Open it. Open. There you go. What is a date time? So it is just a string. All right. Unlocked at CKD. And then this is going to be initialized by passing in all of those, and then just actually here generate code, insert code, getter and setter for everything. There we go. This is my creation of a C++ struct in Java. Lol. Interesting. I'm sorry, is a snowflake really just a... It's really just an int64. Huh. Interesting. Alright, in any case, there are... So, JClass UserAchievement is going to find the class CoolSpy3 Discord UserAchievement. If UserAchievement is null, then throw ncdr env class name. There we go. And return. And before we return, yes, we should do that. Whoa, no. Wrong function copied. This function has to go in there. Delete that line, and there we go. Next, JMethodID. No, yeah, JMethodID constructor. No, I don't need that yet. I should make it anyway though. We're going to find get method ID. Hang on. Do I have Java? get method ID just as this. I swear though, because I just noticed there is also a get static method ID. Huh. Have I used any static methods that I should be using different stuff for? Get method. Is there just the one? Can I just find all the, no? Look in current project. Find all. What the? Find all. There we go. That's correct. Nope. Think we're good. Good. All right. Where were we? Here. No. Close this. What am I doing? So, get method ID. UserAchievement. Init. The signature is going to be, oh shoot, what's longs? What are longs again? Method ID. Shoot. Java method ID types. I just need the table. I need this table here. Good. Boolean, b is byte, c is char, I is int, long is j. So j, another j, right? So, because we have two longs, then a byte, and actually, to be fair, I know it says byte, but really it should be an int, because ints are easier to work with usually. They're more common. Int and L, Java, lang, string. And finally, void. So there you go. Then, new object array, type UserAchievement, and everything in it will be null. There we go. Next. Why doesn't it like this? Using uninitialized memory account. Oh. Does it still not like that? Yay, it likes it. It likes me now. That's good. And it does all kinds of stuff that I don't want to look into. All right. In any case, what we can do now is JJIL, etc., blah, 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 nonsense. So, we're going to iterate over everything, and in it, we're going to get a user achievement pointer. Ooh. Achievement. And then we can core. Can I just Discord, Achievement Manager, Achievement Manager is core Achievement Manager. And then we can just do this and not have to call the same function infinite times. Good, good. Dot. Actually, here, even better. Even better. We can do it all the way back here and then just not have to care at all. Why doesn't it like this? Discord, Achievement Manager, blah, blah, blah. All right, guess we can't do that. There we go. So, AchievementManager dot. Actually, wait. Let me just double check this isn't going to do something weird by calling it multiple times. Nah, it's completely fine. AchievementManager dot count user achievements, fetch user achievement, get user achievement, get user achievement at. Yes. Index. I. Achievement. And this should just be a user achievement, like that. There we go. Good. Good, 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 good. Then we will get the achievement, and then we shall env, no, we shall env, yes, set object array element, arr, I, env, new object, user achievement. So we're going to set the array element, we're going to set the ith element of the array to a new user achievement class, which is going to be, we're going to invoke the constructor that we found to create it. No, constructor. And then it will take in, shoot, what will it take in? Achievement dot get user ID, achievement dot get achievement ID, achievement dot get percent complete, achievement dot get unlocked at. Oh, cool! Visual Studio auto wraps lines for you. That's brilliant. Cast to a j long, cast to a j long, cast to a j int, and finally env new string utf. That. Am I missing one? There we go. Good. So we will essentially convert this object into one of our amazing user achievement objects from Java, and then what? And then after doing that infinite times, we will have fully populated this array, and so we can then call right here callback dot invoke result error. There we go. Oh, except for the one change that all of this stuff is only going to happen. Oh, wait, what in the world? I can make this even simpler. No, this makes more sense because we have to do it like this. Yeah, never mind. If if result is result okay. So if we were actually able to fetch stuff, then go and populate this array and such, and then invoke. So one thing we should change, j object array error is null, and now we'll set it there, and now it works. This should hopefully work. Let us build and make sure that it builds. There we go. 44 functions were new. Brilliant. Next, we have now written up this. I actually want to write one more method. Dang, we're actually making better time on this than I thought we would. Uh-oh, something changed. Yeah, we added a callback parameter. There we go. Now that's done. I want to do one more thing, which is GetUserAchievement. Oh, and these are also voids now, because they do not directly return anything. Anything. GetUserAchievement, string handle, call it 1 second. J long achievement ID JObject callback. There we go. And it's basically going to be the exact same code, except with the lovely change that, for one, the method signature is different, because of course it is. 2, we are fetching user achievements, so callback, core, by callback, blah, 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 that's all correct. So next, environment is null pointer, environment result, get J9 environment env. This is all fine, except rather than doing this, you're going to be doing a J object. And then in here, rather than doing all of this nonsense, we don't need count because it's gone. Actually, why in the world are we defining count all the way up here? Move it down to here, just before we actually count it. There we go. And also this code is completely unreadable, so that's initializing with the, what is all this? That's getting core. This is setting up callback and doing the fetch. This is setting up the environment. This is doing env. If okay, then getting user achievement, achievement manager. This is count. This is actually, no, setting up variables, doing for loop, and this is now actually somewhat readable. This still makes no sense though. Do we need all this? Move that up there maybe. Yeah, this works. So then let's just copy this entire internal thing now because I've spaced it all out to make it readable. I know I'll have to rewrite my small amounts of code. JObject, the result is null, result is okay. I'll just call this actually out. Now rest is better. All right, then this is gonna go fetch it, get the constructor, achievement manager. I don't need to actually do count though or initialize this array. So I can just get rid of all of that. And then here, what we will do is just set the result to the same stuff that we've been getting before, except rather than doing it all like this, we will instead AchievementManager.get UserAchievement. Ooh, this is interesting. Result equals get user achievement. Snowflake achievement ID. So rather than iterating over all of them, we'll just get the specific request to achievement, store it in achievement, which is what we would be doing, which is going to cause it to be parsed. I totally think I spelled achievement wrong, right? I did not, somehow. Why doesn't it like this? And enclosing local variable, blah, 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 blah. Basically, you forgot to add it here. Boy. There, fixed. So next, we are doing all of this stuff: JMethod ID, constructors, achievement managers, new object, user achievement constructor, blah 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 blah. Except we're invoking result, and also this bit. result is result okay. There we go. So I think that is good. So that will do that. Now we just have to add the Java side of this stuff. So for one, let's add all these to DLL main. JNI export. Are these all voids? Yes, they are. JNI call Java com CoolSpy3 Discord, and this is going to be achievement JNI. SetUserAchievement. Ooh, hang on. It makes more sense to do all these in alphabetical order. Why? Because I like it. So we're going to create achievement JNI. SetUserAchievement is going to take in exactly what it says here, except 1 second. Okay, I am back. So we will take in this, except it will also have to take in a J class, like so, and then it is going to include Discord achievements. And then in here we can just say Discord JNI achievement user achievement and handle achievement ID %complete callback, because I can change this to just reading callback. There we go. And actually, before I forget, I also have to remember to add stuff to make sure that like %complete is within range, but we can do that in a second. So then, as always, we will just essentially, copy this. Nope, just need 3. Get. These are going to have handle callback, handle achievement ID callback, handle callback, comma, handle achievement ID callback. I think that should do that. Now we just get UserAchievements and handle callback. GetUserAchievement, like so. And just like that, all of these are set to be exported. We can quickly just build that. There we go. Good. Next up, I can go to discordachievements.cpp, and we will just make sure that like if %complete less than 0 or %complete greater than what's the max value? Shoot. 0x f. F is going to be, no, that's 16-bit. We need 8-bit. So, what is that, 256? 255. So what, 0xff? 1 second, we'll just see, just binary to decimal, because I'm too lazy to actually do it by hand, even though it's not that hard. 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that, wait, 3, 4, 8, convert. 255, yay. So, there we go. Are you sure? Because, hang on, a uint 8 is going to be, they're referring to 8 bits, and these each support 16 values, they're each 4 bits, so yeah, 0xff. Then throw ILA exception and sent complete is out of bounds. 0 255. Fine, we'll use 255. There. All right. Return. Next up, we have to do. Hang on. Do any of these other ones have out of bounds things? I don't think so. I think we're good. 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 To be safe, we should probably add a similar bit of code in here. Except instead of this, it's just going to be throw new illegal argument exception. Argument exception. And then we don't have to return because throwing something automatically exits the method. And then we can just do the same thing there. There we go. And so I think the last thing that remains is actually adding in all of the Java end functions for this achievements thing. Achievement JNI package CoolSpy3 Discord class meant JNI. And then we already have all the actual functions for it in here. So while we're at it, we should probably make these final classes. Just, you already can't extend them, but what the hey, why don't we just add more? Static native void set user achievement long string handle long achievement ID long int percent complete int again string by consumer integer and shoot, what does this return? Just integer? Just integer? 'Cause I know it requires a callback. What kind of callback? Yeah, just an integer. Integer callback. So just a consumer, really. And import that. Next up, we're going to have get get s handle your achievement ID. You don't have %complete. You don't actually have achievement ID either. You just require a handle and a by consumer integer user achievement array. And you are going to require an achievement ID and consumer integer by consumer integer and user achievement. There we go. Good. There we go. All right. Next, it's where we're almost done here. We can go and essentially just copy almost word for word these method definitions into here. So this will be all core stuff. No, achievement comes first alphabetically, so it should go on top, simply because it aligns with everything else. Achievement. Yeah, do your thing. Import everything. So we're going to get a void SetUserAchievement is going to have to throw illegal argument exception. You don't actually throw anything, do you? Do any of these throw anything? Ooh, they all can actually throw illegal argument. No, only you can throw an actual illegal argument exception because the other ones are just throwing it because they would have an invalid handle, which shouldn't ever happen. So, first things first, if is closed return will cause us to forget all of the problems which happen when you don't actually, when you try to call it on a closed object. So next, none of these require a handle because we have the handle. We don't need the user to give us a handle. We know it. Next, all this stuff which has an integer is actually going to be a Discord or a result. Is that all good? I think that's all good. Nice. Next, static native is always going to be public because we don't need anything else. And there we go. And before I forget, user achievement, copy this small bit of code here and throw an error if %complete is out of bounds. Finally, achievement JNI dot set user achievement handle achievement ID %complete consumer integer result point to callback dot accept result dot wait for it from code result. Ooh, actually, I think this is actually going to probably come in handy later, I think. Right? Right. Can I just private void whatever, do it down here. Private static consumer of integer result callback consumer of result. Essentially, we can write a few helper functions which will just casually map one thing to another. Or result callback dot accept result dot from code result. So with little lines like this, we now have a function which will do this, and also by consumer t by consumer result t callback no, stop doing that. There, param and this actually goes there. So now we have a few small little functions which will take a consumer, which is supposed to take a result, and convert it into one which instead takes an integer, so that we can pass it into the JNI functions easily. Which means that this line, which we have now, instead becomes result callback, which is, in my opinion, much nicer to look at, I should say. And so now, GetUserAchievements and there we go. Achievement ID. There we go. All this is good. And actually, before I forget, all of these can throw a legal argument exception. So we should, even though it's a runtime exception, we should declare it just to be nice to people trying to figure out how the code works. There we go. That should be achievements done. Let me make sure this builds. Whoa, what happened? Unable to delete directory because I have a command prompt window in it somewhere. There we go. Now we can try again. There we go. There you go. I believe there's also clean build. Yeah, so it builds it. All of this builds, and actually all of this should build as well. Nice. 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 Okay, great. I think that is everything. All right. How long did that take? That only took like an hour and a half. Huh. I think we might have time to do another one, in another section of the Discord API in today's video. Next is going to be activities. So, oh, shoot, we forgot one thing, which, well, in any case, it is getting somewhat late for me, so I think that I'm actually going to call it a night for tonight. I will cut the recording back on tomorrow, or possibly even sometime later in the week, and then we can get back to work. Yeah. Boy. Hello. I'm back again to continue working where we left off. So, I know the last thing that I said that we had to do today was, shoot, where was it? Was implement a way to access this on UserAchievement update event. So, since the previous clip, I've gone through and done some research into exactly how Discord handles these events, and that involves going through and reading this code a few times. In any case, I know I originally said that the way that I wanted to do this was to register a single callback, which would call Java, and then we do the actual API interface to the rest of the code in Java. However, it looks like Discord actually implements it fairly well here, because I thought that you had to do some nonsense with Discord having overloaded certain operators and such, and in any case, it looks like they just have methods that we can call, which is nice, and so we will add wrappers for those. So, first things first, I've decided that we should probably make a new callback type for this, because so far everything we have returns some type of result value, and we don't need that in the case where we have results where we aren't past result value. Because here you can see we're only past a user achievement. So in any case, yeah, so the first thing is, I guess we can probably actually move what we currently have as callback to base class, which is going to have essentially the same functions we do now, except it's not going to have an invoke method. And then we can just overwrite the rest of this to say callback base and func, and then you extend public callback base. And then same thing here, we aren't going to need to delete invoke anymore because we're now just extending callback base, which doesn't have an invoke method. There we go. And then finally, callback's uninitialized. We don't need this because it's defined in the base class. And finally, going to the CPP file, these methods are now part of callback base, and that should do it. Why doesn't it like this? Expected a semicolon. Oh, there we go. That got it. And then we still have our invoke functions here. So finally, I just want to define one more here. Class and callback is going to extend callback base. And as always, we will essentially just define these same two methods. Oops. An invoke is just going to take a param. So then going over to callback, we're essentially going to copy this exact same code here, because it is basically the exact same code, except instead of passing in result, we're just going to pass in param. And then this is part of EventCallback, which takes in a J object. And so with that, we should be good. Oh, why doesn't it like this? Oh, because I didn't rename it. There we go. And so with that, we should be good. In any case, where are we? We now have a callback type we can use, and so I think what we have to do is define some new methods for this. Void AddAchievementListener, right? Because this is for achievement events, right? We just have a look here on current user. Sorry, I was looking at references. Here we go. On user achievement update when an achievement is updated for the connected user. So I guess AddAchievementUpdateListener is going to take in basically all of this. 1 second. Okay, sorry, I am back. In any case, we will add an add function. It's just going to take a handle and a callback. and then we will also add a remove and remove all, because that is another function which is supported, and so we shall add something for it. Difference is that this is going to take in a jint, and this is going to return a jint, and this is going to take in nothing. There we go. Now, do you just let me... no, can you let me... if I select all of these, Really, there's not a quick way to just create all of these. I have to do them individually. All right, there we go. Definitions created. Save that file. And here we go. So, to start, AddAchievementUpdateListener. They're mostly going to actually look like this function here, I think. Not completely, but kind of. Also, that has to be there. That's better. So if we just copy this for now, and then next up we're going to end up returning this casted to a jint. Semantic. AchievementManager, fetch user achievements. So this is going to be instead on achievement user update dot connect. And instead of a by callback, this is an event callback. Next up in here, all of this is going to be different. So rather than doing this, we're going to say, oh, and we're not taking in a result, we're taking in a user achievement reference, right? Because in here, this is defined as user achievement const reference. Just out of curiosity, if I try and build this, must return a value. Just return 0. Is that the only error? Huh. Cannot convert from initializer list to this. Same thing here. Huh. Interesting. So, looks like it will complain if we give it invalid type, so I think it's looking for a const user achievement reference. Does that fix it? Yeah, so it will complain if we throw in the wrong type here. Achievement. So we have 4 different functions here that we have to implement. So or it's 4 different values to get. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. So we can copy this constructor code here because that's going to be same, and then actually we can copy this line which creates the object. So JObject ram is this, and that will actually create it. And then finally, if we just whatever. If we just callback dot invoke ram. There we go. So now that is set up to call it. Yeah. All right. So, curiosity. I want to make sure I don't have to do something real quick. Java global, or sorry, JNI global reference. I know because Java has a thing that it does with all of its reference objects where it requires you to keep a count of like how many references there are to it. Just want to make sure that it is being done correctly. Global references. You must use global references, special type global reference. Function tells you behind it. Global reference anytime the object is not a strong reference. Blah blah blah. But why aren't you talking about global references? Here we go. This should be fine. New. Yeah, okay, so you don't have to do anything else. Good. Good. That's all I wanted to check. Alright, so then invoke the callback and detach the environment if it has been attached. Yep, looks good to me. So then we can go to the next one, which is RemoveAllAchievementUpdateListener, which is going to do essentially the same thing, but with one or two key differences. We'll just return. Firstly, if J callback C++ max min. Okay, good. So they have nice little function, nice little macros which will tell you all of this. Which include. So if we go up to Discord, we just actually go to includes. We will just add in here include limits, and there we go. All good. So if it is greater than, or if it is less than, no, if it's greater than int max or a callback is less than int min, then throw the argument exception. This is going to be called token, sorry. Token is out of range. Int min int max. There we go. Does it not like that? Especially must have integral or unscoped enum type. What? So what is this defined as? Must have integral or unscoped enum type. What? What? Does it want me to surround this in parentheses? I honestly don't know what its problem with this is. Well, when in doubt, search the internet. Real size declares float size. You can't use a floating point size of an array. What? What? So it says you're trying to use a value which cannot be combined. Oh yeah, because I'm smart. A++. The problem is that they are integers and they should be strings. So these are integer values, but they should be strings. So toString there. Is that better? From basic string to const char pointer. So then convert these to these. Actually, this sometimes leads to problems. Oh well. You know what? It is not worth it having these bounds in there. It is fine. I will not lose any sleep over it. There we go. In fact, even better, just say invalid token. Then finally, get core achievement manager dot on user achievement update dot disconnect int token. And then similarly, we can do this. Yes. This is this JString. So we will just delete this and then disconnect all. And just like that, we are done with that. What's it yelling at now? Build. That built. And then finally, I think we should actually implement these two functions over, or these three functions, sorry, over here. Oops. AddAchievementUpdateListener. RemoveAchievementUpdateListener. And remove all achievement update listeners. I clearly made the method declaration wrong. This was supposed to have an S on it. S. Show me this. S. And thus it should all be fixed. Yay, yay, yay. Alright, finally, just go here. This is going to be a JInt. I'm just going to return. Remove is going to take in JString handle. JInt token. Did I change to token in the H file? I did not. No, I did. So, I'm going to take in handle, token, and this is going to take in handle callback, and handle, and it won't need a callback function. So, there we go. These are done, implemented, and build. I'm just hit rebuild. Oh well. There we go. Built. And now we just add the Java side to all of this. Add achievement date listener. Remove This is going to take in a consumer of UserAchievements. This is going to take in int token. Oh yeah, this returns an int. And this is going to take in handle. 1 second. All right, continuing. Here in Discord, we can now do. Can actually probably just copy these functions directly and change static native to public. And you're going to take in that, and then these won't actually throw. No, you can throw out the legal argument exception. There we go. All good. So you're just going to return achievement JNI dot achievement update listener handle callback return achievement JNI dot remove achievement update listener handle token return JNI dot remove all achievement update listeners handle. What's wrong with these ones? Oh, they aren't supposed to actually return anything. There we go. And then already if is closed, return. And that will actually be the extent of the code required for this. So you can see that, yes, I am keeping this very much I'm keeping this very much just a wrapper for the Discord API, not really adding any functionality here. So, you know, everything in here is just forwarding to the specific classes, which at the end of the day are just are mainly converting Java types to Discord types and vice versa. And Java is basically completely just consisting of functions like this, which will map one to the other. So in any case, I think that this will be a good point to leave it today. So we're now through Discord achievements. So I guess next we'll be doing Activity Manager. Yeah, this might take a few episodes to get through. All right, that's all I got for today. Bye.